Hello, everybody. They're telling me I'm alive, so I guess I'm alive. So, greetings to you. You are tuned into Girl, Who Don't You Know? Okay, and I am your host, Marilyn Green, and this is my bucket list of what I've always wanted to do. I like to talk. I like to meet new people. So guess what? I decided that I was going to have my own talk show. So I am that person, the girl behind Girl Who Don't You Know. So I tell you what, one of the things that I like to do is to transform your mind. So my show is all about transforming your mind one show at a time. So what I want you to do is please share. Please share uh, this show because I have some dynamic, amazing sisters that are doing it. Okay, everybody got an it. They may not want to know how to manifest it, but guess what? These ladies have figured out how we're going to manifest their it. Okay, so if you will post my page on your page and use the hashtag GWD YK. You can see it all around me in my border there. And please find us on Facebook if you're tuning in another way, like YouTube. Can you go over to Facebook and like me and follow me? And can you be on YouTube? Please subscribe. I really would appreciate that. And so you know what? I always start off and say, please post your comments because I definitely want to hear from you. Okay. So today, I always ask a question on my show. Today, I'm going to ask if you would give me your city that you're from or the state that you're from, and then also tell me what's your favorite fruit or your favorite vegetables. I know a lot of people like a lot of different things, but as we wait, as you share, we're going to find out what type of veggies that you like and what type of fruit that you like, okay? So can we get that, jump this off just like that? All right. So please put it in there exactly what you like. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. All right. I see this. And all right. I am waiting on Kiera to come back in. Technology. She's jumping back in now. All right. Hold on one second. Love it. Okay. I'm going to put her down. And hey, Miss Kiera, I'm so glad you're back. Oh, my God, Jesus. Okay, Kiera's pulling the strings in the back. Okay. So, Kiera, I ask everybody to tell me where they're from, tell me what's their favorite fruit, and all that. So, we got a whole bunch of people lining it up back here, you know. So, I'm good. So, if you want me to handle it, I can handle it. I'm somewhat of a baby boomer, so I'll go ahead on this show. The first person, know what? Good evening, Darren Suggs. And then we have Gwen B. Taylor. Hello, Marilyn Green. Let me tell you something about Gwen while we're there, okay? Gwen has this wonderful game out called Flip That House. It is not a game. Gwen, why don't you put your information in there so everybody can get that game? It's amazing, okay? And then I have Annabelle. Good evening, Miss Marilyn. I know where you from. You from Freeport, okay? All right. And so Darren said he is from East St. Louis. And then we have New Me Tiffany from Charlotte, and she loved peaches. You know what? I love peaches too, but they don't love me. I am allergic to peaches of all the things, okay? I can't even eat peach cobbler. They've questioned whether or not I was a black person or not because of that, okay? And then we have Gwen B. Taylor. She from Florissant, Missouri. Those collard greens and peaches, okay? Let's see about Darren. He says oranges and watermelon, all right? Annabelle says she likes some mangoes, all right? And Tiffany, it was the LOL, okay? Because I think this is the Tiffany that I think it is. Tiffany, tell me if you're the Tiffany I think you are, okay? But nevertheless, that's all I see in here. And so let's see here. Donna Scott from St. Louis, she likes some watermelon, okay? I understand. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for that. And I appreciate you guys. And please make sure that you share. And Tiffany, yes, it's me. I thought it was you. Hey, how you doing all the way from North Kakalaki, okay? So we got a whole bunch of people jumping in. Stephanie Brown says she's from Lake St. Louis. Jasmine Watts, how you doing? Hey. And Stephanie Brown says she likes some grapes. Okay, I like them too. All right, so let me see what Gwen Taylor said. Oh, thank you. A brand new and exciting real estate board game that helps inspire generational wealth. Purchase yours today. FlipThatHouseBoardGame.com. You guys need to go there. It is Christmas time coming up, or whatever you celebrate. You need to purchase this game, okay? And Gwen didn't tell me to say this, but I just know that we need to help each other in this thing, okay? So let's get Jasmine up here. She's from Milwaukee. Okay. All right. And so, Tiff, you're right. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you are here and to support. Okay, boy, this has been really, really nice and fun. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do after you get finished sharing, I want you to know that you can definitely advertise with us. And there are 3 ways that you can advertise with me. You can advertise through oh wait, let me just say one more thing. Annabelle says she got your game, Gwen, and she said it is awesome. All right, so that's a good thing. All righty then. Let me go all the way up here. I'm gonna have to work these banners, and guess what? I can do it. Okay. All right. Okay. So there are 3 ways that you can advertise with me. You can do an interview, you can do a flyer, or you can do a video. All right. And if you're interested in advertising with me, please take that number down, get your phone out, take a picture of it, leave a message, or you can email me at girlwhodon'tyouKnow@gmail.com, or you can direct mail me. You guys know how to get to people. Instagram, they do it all nowadays. Okay. Y'all know how to get me. I can't even escape at this point, but I'd be happy to advertise with you. And speaking of advertisement, I'm going to put the first advertisement up there. All right. And guess what? JFY Consulting, which is producing results just for you, is having a grant writing class. And the person behind JFY Consulting is Marilyn Green, yours truly. Okay. It's going to be Saturday, October the 1st. 2022 from 2 to 4. It is in person, unfortunately, but those out there who still want to get a grant writing class, I do have virtual classes. So you need to reach out to me at 636-442-2630. Please sign up for the class, because people that sign up for the class, they find out the strategies and then they do get money. Okay, so don't hesitate to share this with people to let them know that I am having that grant writing class. You guys maybe didn't know that part about me, because I be doing a whole bunch of stuff. All right. So that's how you can do that. You can either do it that way, or you can interview, or you can get a video. All right. So, all right. So now we've had our first ad, our first commercial. Now it's time to get for the reason why you guys are really, really here. Okay. So I'm going to bring up my first guest. Okay. And let me tell you about this first guest before she get up here, okay? You know, when I say girl, who don't you know, okay? I really don't know this Marquita Brown for real, okay? Let me tell you how I met her and how she just popped in my spirit as I think I need her on my show. So we were at Gwen's launch for Flip That House game, and thank you so much for that, Kiara. And she was, I'm adding it right there. And she was, hey, Marquita.
Hello.
Hey, and she was, Gwen was asking, does anybody out there want to come up and say something about your business or whatever and whatever? I think she was the only one that just went straight on up there. She didn't miss a beat. She ran right up there and said, I got to do the doggone thing, okay? So when I saw that type of energy, later on, I started walking across the room and I said, hey, come here, right? Then I said, hey, come here for a minute. I did it just like that. I said, hey, come here for a minute. And when she came, I said, give me your card. I want you to be on my show, you know. And then before, when she came back by again, she said, don't forget or something. She was really helping me to say, don't forget. And I didn't forget. So thus, long story, she's here right now. And I am definitely happy to see her. Okay. So Marquita,
Yes.
Marquita, tell me, what's your favorite fruit? Come on, tell me.
Man, I got a lot of them. I'm a fruit eater, so I have to say my favorite fruit is probably grapes. If I had to pick one.
If you had to pick one.
If I had to
Okay.
pick one, it would be grapes, most definitely. Yes.
All right then. Okay, so I am so happy that you're here. I mean, like I said, you are a fireball for real. Okay, I think you are. You know, I don't know you for real, but I think you are. I'm picking it up that you something else, something else. Okay, but anyway, she is here today, and she's gonna be telling us about Suds Lux soaps and body care. First and foremost, Marquita, how did you get that name? Suds Lux soap. Where did that come from?
So honestly, it it just popped into my head. I was in the car with a friend of mine, and we were talking about like how I wanted to like start a business and things like that, and I wanted to make soaps and all of those types of things. I didn't really have a name, but I started soaps. I'm sure we'll get into this later. I started soaps as a hobby actually, and people started telling me to buy that they wanted to buy it, and so I was like, well, let me think of a business name. So I was sitting in the car with one of my friends one day, and we were just going. I knew I wanted to use Suds, but I didn't know the rest of it and things like that. And so we were just
Uh-huh.
going back and forth, brainstorming a couple of different ideas. She'll throw something out, I'll be like, nah, that's not it. I'll throw something out, she'll like, nah, that's not it. And so we
Mhm.
finally came to Suds Lux Soaps. And so that's how it started at first. But I was like, well, maybe I'll do more than just soaps, down the line. And so I added and body care on the end. It's simple as that. So that's kind of
Okay.
how it came.
Because if people don't use the word lux all the time, Luxe. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's why I was like, okay, so what is that? Okay. So let me tell you what Gwen Taylor said about you. She said you a quiet storm, okay?
That's my aunt. So
Oh,
yes,
I didn't know. I didn't know. That was your
yes,
aunt. Okay. I
yes.
see now. Okay. So wow, wow. So somebody also said hashtag Lux Suds Lux that they just love it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And
yes.
who is that person? You must
That's
know
my
them too.
sister, actually.
Okay, sister, support sister. That's what I'm talking about. Support. All right. So here's my next question. Okay. So tell me, why did you start this? Okay.
Um,
Well, wait a minute. Before you talk even further, hold on 1 second. I'm going to show somebody from North Kakalaki, Miss Savage, Tony Vantoinette Savage. Hello, Miss Savage. How are you? Okay. But go ahead. Vanessa Curtis says, good evening. Good evening to you as well. All right, Marquita, you up. Tell me.
So really, my business was birthed out of the pandemic. We
Okay.
all know a lot of tragedy, a lot of things happened and unfolded during the pandemic. But for me, although I had things that came up, many trials, loss, all of that, it was. I had a lot of time to just be quiet and just think about like where I was in life and kind of like reevaluate the direction I wanted to take going forward. And for so many years and for so long, I spent a lot of my time giving to other people, serving, um, doing things for other people. And I kind of forgot myself and I kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
so I took the time during the pandemic to really kind of figure out, well, Marquita, what do you like? What do you like to
Mm-hmm.
do? What
Mm-hmm.
fulfills you? What things do you like that minister to you? And so I knew that I liked doing like DIY projects. I knew I liked creating. I knew I liked building. I knew I liked cultivating, all of those types of things. And so one day I was just simply scrolling through YouTube and I came across soap
Really?
making videos. Yes, YouTube University, it teaches you everything. So I was
Ah,
scrolling through YouTube and I saw a soap making video. And I was like, I think I could do something like that. I had a whole bunch of free time. So what else was I doing really? So
uh-huh.
I went online and I bought my first kit maybe February 2021, I want to say is when it
Mm-hmm.
was. So a year and a half ago now. And so I bought my first soap making kit, made soap, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It was really therapeutic for me. So I was like, well, this might be something that I keep doing. And so I did a couple more different types of soap. I started posting it on Facebook, things like that. And it's only me in my house. And so I was like, well, I need to get rid of some of this stuff because I'm hoarding it all in my house and I can only use so much. So I started giving it away to people, seeing what they thought, things like that. And people's like, Marquita, you really need to sell this. You really need to do this. You really need to look into, getting the website and all of that stuff. And so if anybody knows me, everybody knows that I put God first in everything that I do. And so I didn't want to make any moves without putting God in the head of it, because I know if I put him first, he'll let everything, unfold the way that he wants to. So I went and I prayed and I asked God, I was like, Lord, do you really want me to do this? Do you really want me to make this business a thing? Things like that. And he gave me peace about it. And so I was like, well, Lord, if you're really telling me to do this, I'm going to put you first and I'm going to let you prosper this business. And that's so right. I went ahead and I, started coming up with my business name, bouncing ideas off of different people and things like that just to get feedback. And I started selling it. So February 21, I made my first batch of soap. Came summer of 2021, like May or so 2021, I launched my social media pages for Suds Luxe Soaps. Okay. And then come October last year, launched my website, got my LLC, got all of my things together, and now we're here a year and a half down the line.
Oh wow. But I can tell in your spirit that you just excited about it. I tell you, but I think that's great when you're making anything. You want to have a person who has that type of spirit when you're putting things together, because you also are putting part of yourself into that soap or whatever you're doing. Yeah. Okay. So it's always important. So you're acting, you're telling me that you went on and listened to God and went on. So it was time you heard it the first time you jumped on it, or what happened? Was it some other things that came in and say, this ain't God?
We are our worst enemies sometimes. Yes, and yes. I be that person who won't, validation after validation, or I'll be like, Lord, send me a sign. He be sending me signs. Sometimes I just be wanting him to come sit on my bed right next to me and say, Marquita, this is what you need to do. But he didn't do that in this case. But the thing about it is that I had peace about it the whole time through. And so I was like, well, let me just step out and do this. This is probably one of the most bold things that I have ever done in my entire life. Like, I'm usually the safe person. I'm usually the one who stand on the end, and watch everybody else go. I'll be cheering them on and doing all of that stuff. And so this was really something where I had to step out and really trust God that he was going, be able to give me the capacity to do this. So yes. Yeah.
But your boldness is just all over. You can see it. I saw it at the event, for you to go up there. Everybody else wasn't doing nothing. Didn't nobody go up there? I don't think nobody went up there, you know what I'm saying? So nobody went up there, but you went right on, like, okay, all right. So let me give a shout out to my soror, Nicole Thompson Williams, who was always supporting me. How you doing, Nicole? Soror Nicole. And then let's see here. Who is this? Donna Scott said 02/21/2021 is an anointing date. Yeah, that lavender soap is the bomb. We're going to show some things in just a minute, Donna, so hang on, okay? And right here, Overflow Media Productions, hand claps to you, okay? You know this person?
Yes, I do. That's my big brother, Chris.
Okay, I love that family support. And that's another thing as we talk about starting a business, selling things and stuff. You need people to support you.
Yes.
So how do you handle that? People supporting you, or are they consistently supporting? Okay, how do you manage that?
People. I have people everywhere that are supporting me. And I think that is so vital and so critical when you're doing something as large as having a business, having your village, having your people who are standing behind you, who are rooting you on, who's sharing your stuff, who coming out to your events, who coming on your lives, your interviews, all of that stuff, giving you your kudos. That's really what keeps you going. And that draws other people in, where other people are like, well, what is this? You know, that's how, you know, we connected, is through my village, you know, sharing about my business, giving me, you know, space to be able to share and things like that. That's truly what keeps small business owners and businesses period going, is the support they have from those who really believe in what they're doing. So
that's exactly right. Okay, so you've answered most of the question. Okay, determined to find myself. Okay, this is one thing you said. What inspired you to do what you do, and I love what you said. You said determined. You was determined to find yourself and to grow your identity. Okay, that's something that you wanted to do. All right. So it's also a positive message here. She said, no matter who you are, you have purpose. Okay, you are needed, valued, and appreciated. And when I think about sisters doing it, there's something that you have in your belly. I'm gonna use that word, in your belly, that other people need to have. Okay, and in some instances they waiting on you. Okay, Marquita, you can't do it for me. I can't do it for you, or whatever, for your people or your tribe. You know, it's important. You know, let's see what Miss Gwen Taylor, who was an extraordinaire when it comes to marketing. So it's so critical to share our platform. Helpers one to another. It's enough for all of us. I don't want the whole pie, sweet potato pie, not peach cobbler. I'm allergic. I just don't want the whole pie. Just give me my little piece. That's all. And you know, and if we get that and keep that, because business is relational. That's it. That's it. If you want to start a business and you got something in your belly, it's okay to get your team, your tribe, or your group together ahead of time. Okay. I never saw such a move of people working together as I saw at Gwen's a launch. I mean, people I knew. I mean, everybody was working in concert. Okay, I think it was Tiffany, Burchelle. It was just so many people that was there just working in concert. If you don't have that and you want to start up a business, you might want to consider thinking first and make sure all is well. Okay, I didn't miss my girl, Jay Woods. I'm so sorry. How you doing there, girl? But at any rate, okay, so let's see here. Do I have another question for you? No, I do not. So let's look at your products, okay? How about that?
Okay.
All righty. All right, so we are looking at let's see, go for it. All right. Okay, I think it's gonna start moving.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we looking at right here?
Okay, so this one right here is one of my body scrubs that I have.
Okay, wait, go back. Okay, what are we looking at here?
So this one right here is another one of my body scrubs. Right now I have two body scrubs. One is called Lovely Lady, and the other is one of my best sellers, is Cocoa Butter and Cashmere. And the slide that you saw before this one was one of my other bestsellers. It was my Cocoa Butter and Cashmere Body Butter. Okay, so we hopping back. Okay, so this one right here is my body scrub.
Okay, go for it.
This one right here is my body scrub. It's Cocoa Butter and Cashmere. The thing about my products and my ingredients is I don't put anything in it that doesn't need to be in it. Okay. And so with my body scrubs in particular, I have olive oil, I have cocoa butter, shea butter, vitamin E, rosehip oil, all of those good for you, like skin oils in it. And then I have the sugar, of course, and then my fragrance. And so very minimal ingredients. And when I tell you this stuff is the truth, it's the truth. Like, I don't know if y'all have like dark spots on your skin, or for ladies, you know, if you have like dark bra marks, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't.
We know.
I use it on my shoulders.
How about the elbows? Let's go for them elbows.
Come on, and the elbows. Yes, scrub, and it lightens it up. I wouldn't lie to you. I use my own products. I'm not one who just sells them. I use my own stuff too. I got my own stash that I use. And so I'm telling you, this is the truth. It lightens your skin. I even use it on my face. And so all of my sensitive skin people, my products are the truth. So this one right here, like I said, is my bestseller scent. It's Cocoa Butter and Cashmere. The whole line is good. I have a body scrub, body butter, and a soap of this scent. And
what is the name of it when they go to your website and purchase this? What is the name of that one?
This one right here is Cocoa Butter and Cashmere Body Scrub.
Okay, y'all got that. Write it down, because she got something special coming at the end that she gonna give to you all, a special deal. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, there we go. Hold on. All right. Okay, tell us about this.
All right, so this one is my cocoa butter and cashmere. This is the second.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna do this, girl.
We're gonna roll with it. So
okay.
This is the second part of that set. So this is the body butter. I actually have a copy of the body butter right here. Like I said, I use my own products. So this one is it. And let me show y'all. So this is what it looks like in the inside. And let me take a little bit. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm not good with this camera stuff, y'all. They say young people know how to do social media and cameras, not me. So
okay, no excuse. Okay.
And so y'all see that?
Yeah.
It's shining, and a little bit goes a long way. Like this jar could probably last you 4 months.
Okay.
And so this goes a long way, and it's not greasy, you know what I'm saying? And it leaves your skin smooth. I also use this on my face. And so, like I said, my sensitive skin people, this stuff is very good for you. Gwen is one who uses it, and she has very sensitive skin, and she uses all of, my stuff. So,
all right, what we got here?
Okay, so this one right here is my herbal bath tea. So in this one is like a fancy Epsom salt soak. Oh. So my Epsom salt is soaked in essential oils. It has like lavender essential oils, patchouli essential oils, essential oil blend that I use in that. Very calming, very relaxing. And Epsom salt is very good for your muscles and things like that. And then I have little botanicals in it just to add to the aromatherapy benefits of the bath soak. So I have lavender buds, I have chamomile buds, I have rose petal leaves, and all of that stuff. And each one of those soaks comes with a couple mesh bags that you're able to put the bath tea in and allow it to steep in your tub, so you don't have a big cleanup or anything like that.
Oh wow! Let me tell you what Rose. Hey Rose, how you doing? She said, that's amazing. And Angie B said, ooh, come on, Marcia.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she said, ooh, and it smells amazing. And then
yes,
she
ma'am.
said, amazing. Okay. All right, then. Let me move on with my baby boomer self. Okay. Let me see what's going to come up next. I'm doing it, though.
We're going to see. Yes, you really doing well.
All right. Come on. What you got there?
And I'm just throwing it out there that I do party favors as well. So this one right here was for a baby shower that I did. So I do baby shower favors, wedding favors, birthday party favors, event favors, church events, all kinds of events. I do party favors for those. I can do soaps, I can do body scrubs, I can do body butters, whatever you like, whatever kind of style you want. I can try to design something that's for you. I label all of my stuff personalized. So whatever you want, whatever your theme is, I'm able to personalize labels and all of those things for any events that anybody might have.
Wow. Super. Okay. Let me see what's coming up next. Just hang on with me, you guys. Okay. What we got here?
So this is just another one of my sets. I do gift sets. Christmas time is coming up, so I think this one was actually a Mother's Day set that I put together.
Okay.
So those are my 3 bestseller soaps. And so the one, I don't know, maybe it's my left, but it might be your right. That one is my Skin So Smooth. That is one of my bestseller soaps. That's an oatmeal, goat's milk, and honey. All of my soap has goat's milk in it. And so it's very moisturizing, leaves your skin feeling smooth and soft. You barely have to put any lotion on, to be honest with you. But that's that one right there. And it has ground oatmeal in it. And so it's very exfoliating on your skin and things like that. The one in the middle, that is my Lovely Lady soap. I have a set of that. It has a soap and a body scrub. The body scrub isn't in that set, but I do have that on my website. That one smells very good as well. And then my other bestseller is the cocoa butter and cashmere, which I have a scrub and a body butter to go with that soap.
Okay, so let me see, so I can make sure that I have my timing together. Let me see what's coming up next, because it's the favorite one. Let me skip over that one.
Yes.
Okay, and because we're going to make sure that everybody go to your website anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't see it here. And I hope I haven't missed the one that I really want to see. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. I think that one was at the beginning.
Oh.
I think that one was at the beginning.
I'm so mad about it then. Well, just wait a minute, everybody out there in America. Okay. Okay. There she is right there.
That's me at a recent pop-up event that was 80s themed. So they wanted me to take a picture.
Okay. So don't say nothing on this one. We're going to go to my favorite one.
Yes.
Okay. That I have never tried, but I want it because it looked cute.
Yes.
Okay. It's coming. It's coming. Trust me, it is. It's coming. So in the meantime,
I think it might be after this one, to be honest.
Okay, so hold on. There we go. Yep. Let me stop it right here. And so if somebody here says virtual hug, virtual hug, virtual hug, Angie B said it's a lot of kisses on there. And then Stephanie said, "Oh, I love this." Okay. And so it's all good. And so here we go. Donna Casey said, "So very proud of you." I mean, folks and Wick, so cute. Now I love this one right here because it's like some little cookies or something.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is real quick.
So this one is my honeysuckle soap. So backstory to this soap actually is my mom came in town one weekend for like a family event or something like that, and I had to push out some soaps because I'm doing pop-up shops and all of those types of things. So I just asked her one day, I was like, "Hey mom, you want to learn how to make some soap?" She was like, "Oh yeah," you know. And so I had asked her what scent she wanted on her soaps, and her favorite scent is honeysuckle. If anybody knows my mama, she loves honeysuckle scent. So I was like, all right, let's get together and let's make some honeysuckle soap. So I told her what to do. She was mixing, she was pouring, she was measuring, all of that stuff. And so this was the end product of that. So that is my honeysuckle flower soap. And this one actually isn't on my website. I have it at my pop-up event. So if you ever follow me on social media, you'll know when I'm having a pop-up event and things like that. I usually have those at my pop-up events. It is getting towards fall, so I might discontinue those, but it'll be back next spring.
Okay, so what you said, if they ever want to follow you, no, they need to follow you, okay? It's a must to follow her and to like her, okay? Because I just want to get this little thing right here because they're cute. Y'all know they're cute, okay? All right, so hold on one second. Here someone said about you, wait, they said some really oh, Angie, you right, it does look like a cookie. I told you that. And she said it has your skin looking youthful and smooth as silk. Yeah, that's what Noble One said. And Annabelle said your gift is beyond awesome. Knowing where you're going and being confident about your journey is truly the key. Okay. So and then Donna Casey says Suds Lux have the THEE best products. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to remove this right now. I have the best products. So speaking of products, speaking of website and all that, let her in just a minute talk about what she got special for you all. Go for it.
All right. So today only for all of my viewers out there watching, out there listening in, I am having a 15% off sale for those who are viewing Girl Who Don't You Know.
Oh, you know. Girl, who don't you know?
Everybody that's viewing today, you will get 15% off with the code THANKS15 on my website, which is www.sudsluxsoaps.com. So 15% off throughout the entirety of this show. Through midnight tonight is when I'm running my sale. So go on my website. You know, if you see anything that you like, put it in your basket. I promise you, you will not be disappointed in whatever you get. And if you are, come and find me. You know, come and find me and come and let me know. So with that being said, that's all I got.
Okay, and also let's look at the time now. Okay, I'm kind of like national. Okay, so is this Central Standard Time you're talking about to 12?
Yes, Central Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay, so all you North Crackalakian folks, y'all know what time that is. Okay, so y'all better go to her website, and you all need to get this special that she's having. Okay, Angie B said, "Come on, discount." Okay, yes. All right, it's the best soap ever. Yes, Chantel is talking about, and so Angie B showed behind you. She said, "This is the code right here." Okay. And somebody said, Vanessa Brown said, won't he do it?
Okay.
Okay. And so my soror Nicole said it looks so pretty. Nicole,
Thank
I know
you
you're
so
talking about this stuff that looks like a cookie.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys need to go there to her website and get that discount. Okay. That's what's important. Go there and get that discount. Okay. So hey, Marquita, it has been super, super, super great to have you. I knew that you were going to be as great as you have been. Let me tell you guys, she did a wonderful job. I need hand claps, hand claps. Y'all know what to do. This is her first time coming out, and I'm so happy that you decided to spend your first time coming out with me.
And I'm thankful that you had me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It has really been a super, super treat. And so everybody's putting those hand claps in there. You know, I'll just show them real quick. They putting them in there. Awesome job, Marquita Brown.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So they got hand claps. Oh, me, Donna Casey ain't playing, girl. Yes. She know how to do it by quick, like a machine gun. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on. And we do have one more guest, and her last name is part of her last name is Brown as well. Mm-hmm. You know, she's not related to I don't know, but nevertheless and stuff, hey, you never know. But nevertheless, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to let you down into my green room. If you want to hang around, please do that. Okay. Somebody might have a question or something like that. But thank you so very much. Okay. So I'm going to let you down. All right, everybody. Was that a treat or was that a treat? You know, I'm excited about it. I want me some of that stuff. Okay. And I want my 15%. So you guys know what to do. You need to go there and help a sister out, okay? Because Angie B said, yes, hashtag Teen Suds Lux, okay? And also, like she said, one of the key things is that you got to be relational, okay? So they still clapping hands. They done went wild, girl gone wild, men gone wild. That's a good thing. So I'm going to show you another commercial as you guys keep on doing what you're doing. And I think I can do this, okay?
Welcome to Cafe Biz 618, shared workspace in Fairview Heights. And no, you don't have to work at the coffee shop. It's designed for small businesses that need professional office space by the hour, by the day, or by the week. The offices come fully furnished and are a fraction of the cost of renting a building. Just pick the space you need and let Cafe Biz 618 do the rest. To find out more, visit cafebiz618.com. For meetings, training, networking, and more, it's Cafe Biz 618.
All righty. Okay, so lastly, 15% off. Thanks, 15. Go to SudsLux, .com. All righty. Thank you, guys. I thank you guys for really playing around with me because I haven't had to move this show like this in a while. So I'm so glad that I know what I'm doing just a little bit. But you know, I'm a baby boomer. Hear me roar. Okay. So next up is Miss Erica Brown Gales. Okay. So Erica, just hold on, and I'm gonna bring you up here for real. All right. All right. Hey, Erica.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing? And as they said, Wendy Williams, how you doing? How you doing? Okay.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. How about that little bitty Marquita trying to say she gonna give everybody some 15% off? That was great.
That's doing a great job.
That's part of business, right? That sometimes you gotta pull them the way that they know. They know 15%, they know discount. Okay. So it's a good thing. Even though it's a discount, does not mean it's a discount in service, okay? Erica Brown Gales, you know, Erica, me and Erica, it's like a Who Don't You Know is my show. I kind of know this one right here, okay? And I love her husband, okay? Mr. Moses, if you out there, you know, hey, how you doing? So I wanted Erica to come on because she's going to be talking about something that I know came from COVID-19. So both of these ladies' business are coming from COVID-19, you know, of what has happened, how it's so detrimental in some instances to everybody, but also it did a good thing because it made you stop and think. It made you stop and think about new things that you might possibly want to start it off. It made you get your it on the road, okay? And so Erica is no different than anybody else that started during COVID-19, okay? So she did something. Let me put it up here, Erica. Now, Erica is the founder and certified funeral celebrant for Virtual Closure. Tell us a little bit about that, Erica. And first of all, tell us about it. How did you get into it? What really just moved you to do all that? I know it's a lot, so go for it.
Okay, I'll start off with what moved me was my sister-in-law died unexpectedly in November of 2020. And we were trying to figure out, what do we do? She was in Houston, Texas, my husband and I in Illinois, and her daughter was in California. So I started researching like virtual services, but her daughter was able to get off and go to Texas, and she actually did have a in-person memorial service, and that was during the height of COVID. They had a little bit more flexibility in the Houston area. Even though she could have up to 50 people, there was only 20 in attendance. And then we did attend, we saw it, but it was like live stream, so it was one-way communication. So while looking at that, I just thought, I'm a business person from a background, and as you called me earlier, a serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
So that kicked in, and I said, well, if this is happening to me, not just happening to me. At that point, it was happening to everyone.
Yes.
And unfortunately, there were so many people that didn't have a service at all. They didn't even see their loved one. So my heart just went out to them. And I thought about it, and I said, well, it's virtual. And then while I know it's not complete closure, it's a way to look at trying to get closure when you can get most of your family there virtually versus trying to get people there in person, which was not attainable during that time. So that's how virtual closure came up being. And then I thought about, okay, this is called the death care industry. What do I know about the death care industry? Not much. So I really started researching and came across the word celebrant. So I looked up a couple of training classes, and I found one that I was comfortable with, and that's the Celebrant Foundation and Institute. So people always ask me, what is a funeral celebrant? So give me a second. It is a ceremony specialist who have a sound background in the history of ritual, ceremonies, funerals, memorial traditions, and many cultures, and religion. We understand that funerals and memorials can be valuable sources of healing. Nothing can take away the suffering, but a genuine, well-prepared tribute will help ease the pain. And celebrants help create a meaningful memorial fitting life tribute. And that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to do it differently, a new kind of way, virtually. So that's how virtual memorial service came about being.
Okay, that sounds good. Now I do have to go and put my friend Moses Gales up here. Hi, Marilyn. You're right. Hi, Moses. I had to put him up there. Okay, so and wait, Angela B says, hi, Erica.
Hello.
Right. So all is well with that. So you wrote in here that you are you mentioned serial entrepreneur. Okay. I think, Erica, you just got that spirit of that you just want to help folks. Okay.
I do.
I think that you told me that you're an entrepreneur that loves serving others. Okay. And you recently had another business that you stopped, and it was called Curly Do.
Yes.
Okay.
Curly Do.
But and you also said something to me that your it's, if you will, comes from understanding what's not out there, or it's an issue or something. How did you phrase that?
I like the businesses that I like to get into versus a want.
Okay.
So when I was doing Curly Do, that was hair care products. At that time, back in 2009, 2010, a lot of Black women were starting to wear their hair in a natural state. And none of us had an idea of how to wear it, what products to use. So that became a need with the educational part, because I love to educate people.
Okay.
And then the same thing with having all these families and all that pain and suffering and grief. I wanted to help with that. And I knew I had the skill set, the desire, and the heart to be able to do it. and the skill set level to bring a level of service there after working 30 years in corporate America in the service industry. That's just a natural part of who I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like that. So let's talk about business, and what I'm trying to do is just get some tips from you of anybody that's want to start a business. Okay. It's not easy. Okay. It's gratifying, but it's not really easy all the way. So what's the biggest con that you can say about businesses, period, starting your own business?
Well, you definitely have to be self-motivated. And one of my favorite sayings when I was with corporate America, not sayings, but I learned it through Stephen Covey, is begin with the end in mind.
Okay.
So if you have a vision for your business, you should be able to see what it looks like at the end and then be able to work backwards and put it together. And if you can't see the end of that business, then that's probably not the right business for you to be in.
And when you say the end, and I do like the 7 habits, 7 highly effective.
7 habits of highly effective people.
Thank you so much. I've been talking a lot, Eric. Okay. Thank you a lot. Just come on in here and help me. I really love that. Now, other part of that same book that I love is that you have to stop and sharpen the saw. Okay.
That's correct.
To have that self-care. Talk about that a little bit. What is your self-care? What do you do outside of your husband be making y'all some good food or something? I know what y'all do. Okay, go on.
Well, I'm a gardener. I love planting flowers. So everybody, I mean, I have so many people that stop in their cars on my street to talk about how beautiful the flowers are. And I love nature. So sitting out on the porch or sitting in the gazebo or under the pergola, looking at the flowers, watering them, that's life. The green grass, watching things grow. So that's my self-care, and that's what relaxes me.
Yes. And on that note, when you talk about that's just life, this whatever, the business that you're in, okay, is about life, the circle of life. Okay.
Yes.
Which is part of is death. Okay.
That's correct.
So how do you handle I know probably in your studies and all that, how do you handle the mental part of this thing? Okay. Of what's happened, and how do you help them, or do you, or how do you handle that, Eric?
Well, I do try to provide help in any way I can. But the first thing is that there's a difference in the funeral industry and what I do.
Okay.
My client, the person that comes to me, have already buried their loved one,
okay,
or have already been cremated. It could be a 1-year remembrance ceremony that they want to do. It could have been they did not have enough people. They didn't like the way the service went, because you can have a funeral and a virtual memorial service too. And then I also do tribute pages, and putting together those tribute pages to their loved one really helps with the healing process and the remembrance process, the memories. But I do have on my website a resource page, and that was important for me to put that up. So I have resources from grief to mental health to what to do when a loved one dies. I have a funeral home list of every funeral home that's in the U.S.
Wow.
I have a list of therapists for people that need help and to reach out throughout the country. And I also have a list on what's needed and how to prepare for someone when they die, whether it's a death certificate, whether it's a DNR, a do not resuscitate, whether it's a directive. And I have that listed for every state. So It was important for me to provide those resources. I also have a resource for suicide, because that's just something that we don't seem to talk about. And we know that we have some mental things in pretty much every culture.
Yes.
But we have some other things going on for me as an African American in our culture. And I have a section just dedicated to Black Americans' mental health. So it's a website dedicated just for that, along with therapists and therapeutic resources.
I think let me just really expound on that a little bit more, because this is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Yes. And I had someone on last time about, excuse me, talking about that, So yeah, I think that's wonderful, Erica. You guys need to go to her website. I need to go to her website again and really, really go and go in there and stuff a little bit and find out, because my question is this: is that there's no time limit on when you can do a memorial, right? It's
Oh
no.
no, there is no
Okay.
time limit. For Father's Day, I did a remembrance tribute page for my father, and he passed in 2009. And on
Mhm.
my website, I have a tribute tab because I know that people sometimes can't conceptualize, okay, what does this virtual memorial service look like? Is it a Zoom meeting? But it's not a Zoom meeting. It's a Zoom. I do it in a Zoom platform, and we see everybody initially, but I actually put together a personalized program for that person. It includes a pastor doing a eulogy. It includes singers. It includes poems, scripture readings. So I
Wow.
have samples of tribute pages on my website under tributes, and I also have sample of a tribute virtual memorial service. And then I also put a sample of an organizational virtual memorial service that I did for my high school class in January of 2021. And we
Mhm.
memorialized 77 people.
Wow. In your class?
Yes,
Ooh. Okay.
yes.
Wow.
From 1975, I'm
Okay.
baby boomer.
I'm 74, So it's okay.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow. But that's a great thing to do. I think that's really nice for class reunions to remember people. It's all about remembering, okay?
Yes.
So after you finish with all this and stuff, and you put all these packages, and everybody needs to really go and get a free, it's a free consultation that they can
Oh,
have. What do they
yes.
do? Okay.
Yeah,
They
we just talk about their loved one and what their vision is. And the benefit of utilizing virtual memorial is that you create the narrative. It's personalized just for each individual person. So I have about 4 or 5 tribute pages up there so you can see a customized one. My sister-in-law was an Alpha Kappa Alpha. So of
Alpha Kappa
course
Alpha,
the colors were going to be pink and green.
of
Her
course.
sorority sent in a special tribute. So that was important to recognize her in the way she lived her life.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Erica. I do know Erica, but I didn't know nothing about what she's talking about. And I love it. I love this because I'm learning so much from you, Erica. And I know it's plenty more,
Uh,
because you have spelled it out. It's really good, And you also wrote on here, when I asked, name 1 or 2 positive messages you would like to share with the audience, you said this: everyone deserves to have a personalized memorial tribute.
they do.
Why do you feel this way?
Because I think that, part of the class when we were going through class, and normally when someone gets up to do a eulogy,
Mm-hmm.
we find sometimes it's more about the afterlife than
Yes.
their life. And as I talked to people and they started telling me what they want at their service, they said they didn't want it generalized. They want somebody to talk about them that knows them.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good thing. And so this stuff, I mean, people are writing in here. I just got to say a shout out to Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, everyone. She says, and Miss Savage from North Crackalacky says, wow, okay. And Charlene says she loves it. Okay. So people probably are going to be calling you, I believe, Erica, because one of the things I know that everybody can use this. Okay. It when I thought about it, I was thinking about, and I was just goofy, okay, just ignore me. I was thinking about, it was a Zoom experience because you from, well, I'll just say North Carolina, San Diego, whatever, you all would get together in a room and see the actual funeral. That's what I thought it was. But now I know I am absolutely wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. But I'm okay with being wrong because it's like, this is amazing, Erica. This is amazing. Like I said, COVID-19 brought some pros and cons. It did a lot of things. But this right here, this is a winner. And so, needless to say, it's saying virtual. So you can go all over the world with this thing,
Yes.
right? You can go
7
all.
days a week
Mhm.
from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. And I go across all time zones. So
Wow.
I am here to service the client. They give me names. I contact the people and get the information. I put
Wow.
together the information so
Wow.
they can have time to grieve and be with family and friends.
Wow. Wow. You know, I certainly have to applaud you with this, Erica. I've learned so much. I knew that you were, but I didn't know what it was. I keep saying that. But I need you guys to go to her website. I went there briefly, but I didn't dig in as much because I wanted to hear it from you. But wow, it's amazing. She also has an amazing, and I think that's on your website, but I know you do have a video that you made and you did a fantastic job at it. You know, I ain't grew up to that part yet. I can't do it yet. Okay. But you did a really good job. So you guys need to go to her website. And also she's
Facebook.
on Facebook and she's on Instagram. So hey, this is something that if it's not you or something you want, I know that you can gift this to someone. Okay. And
Yes.
and contact Erica and you know, do what you need to do. You know, this would make a really super gift, especially someone who may be grieving a lot. They need some closure. You know, you may want to give this to them and say, hey, this is one way to help you, like you said, Erica, with the healing.
And
You
definitely
know?
with the tribute pages. And I do prepaid services. So I do prepaid tribute pages as well as prepaid memorial, virtual memorial services. But it
Okay.
is extremely helpful.
All right. So, man, that's really good. So, Erica, I am so happy that you came on here. I am okay. Just I
Thank
wanted
you
to
for inviting me.
I just want to say hi to Moses for real. I'm wrong. Right?
Hey Mo, get back on there. You know Marilyn's your girl.
Yes, but nevertheless and stuff, I am so glad you came on, you know, and there's a lot of things, you know, she says on here, you know, it's an uncomfortable conversation about dying and death and having the necessary documents completed so you can have your final wishes correct, you know.
That's correct.
And one of the biggest things that I find is that people don't have their stuff in order. Okay. This is a wake up call, not only for virtual closure, it's just period closure. People need to get your papers in order. You need to tell your kids, you know, you always say, well, I just don't want to talk about it. But you ain't got to talk about it because we're going to talk about it after you're gone. Okay. I know that's another part of not you, Eric, but I'm just saying I'm going to get it in to
No,
say
it's a part.
you
It's why I have the resources. We just have this thing where we don't talk about death or dying because we think if we talk about it, we're going to die.
yeah.
And then we don't have things in place. And so sometimes it can be very chaotic for the family to try to figure out things and cause dissension because everybody has an idea of what should happen when we could have just simply put the plans in place. And that
Yeah.
is one of the resources on the website. It's just
Okay.
checklists and what you need to put in place before someone dies.
That's right. Now here it is. I got Moses to say something to me again. Hi,
Oh, he did a heart. Oh, okay. Oh, he got hearts, flowers.
calm it down, Erica. Calm it down. Okay. Okay. And then he says this. He know what to do. He got to live with you. Erica is
Oh.
deeply engaged in this effort. Okay. Yes, she is. I can tell. And then right here, Charlene Williams, that is awesome that you can plan what you want instead of leaving it to your family to do this. She loves that.
That is correct.
Okay. And Marilyn, thank you for the opportunity for Erica to present her. Oh, you know you welcome, Moses. You owe me some food, though, okay? So I just want to tell you that part, all right? But nevertheless and stuff, this is Erica Brown Gales, and you guys definitely need to go to her website and check it out with all those resources. Okay, if you can't use them, you know somebody that can. Take
Yes,
the
most
time to plan, okay, and go there to virtualclosure.com. Also, it's on Facebook.
Follow me on Facebook.
You can please follow her, like her, do everything she needs you to do, okay? So thank you so much, Erica, for joining me today. I appreciate it greatly, okay? So I'm going to let you, I also need for you all to do them, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up for her. Y'all know what to do, okay? Clap it up for us. So thanks so much, Erica. I'm going to put you down into the green room and we'll go from there. So thanks everybody for your comments. It's just been fun. And Monday, September the 26th is coming. We're going to have Katina Ruber book club discussion. This is going to be a live book club discussion. She's going to be talking to a panel of 3 women who have read her book already. And we're going to discuss it live on my show. Okay. I know it's going to be good because it's on Girl Who Don't You Know show. Okay. And so go and get this book if you want to follow along. But if you just want to come and listen to the ladies who have read the book and see how they can get up close and personal with Katina Ruber and see how they felt about the book. So Monday, September the 26th, you know how they say, and I'll date myself the same bad time, 7 p.m. Okay. Just come on back, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I look forward to seeing all y'all back. I know Erica won't be here. I know Marquita won't be here. But guess what? I'll be here. And you need to come and see me. Okay. So let me say this. This is something that I usually have for a real talk. Okay. Understand this, that everybody has an it. Okay. Everybody has an it. And these ladies have said, I know what my it is, and I'm going to make sure that I get my it out. Okay. You need to, if you don't hook up with them, they can give you some pros and cons. And I'm sure that iron sharpens iron. They can help you on that. We also had Gwen on there. You know, she's a mover and a shaker. So people are out here to help you with your it. The only thing that's stopping you with your it is yourself. Okay. You have definitely have to get that confidence. You got to get that saying, hey, I can't get this done. So with that, I don't have anything else, but girl, you know what y'all been listening to is Girl Who Don't You Know. And I really do want you guys to like me and follow me, you know, please. Okay. Go to Facebook and like me, follow me, come back in 2 weeks. And until then and stuff, I appreciate you guys greatly. And let's look at the final comments here. Wow. Oh, wow. I really like, let me see what they saying. Nice stuff. Okay. This is so close to the heart, Miss Savage. Thank you. And it's amazing. This is an eye-opening to the world. Great information. Thank you for joining, Miss Savage. And Annabelle said, Marilyn, you always present such valuable information. Thank you, Anna. Moses Gales is giving a whole bunch of claps and probably high fives too. And Charlene also, thank you so much. All right. And so Charlene, you know, I always say that regardless. So until next time, you guys have been listening to Girl Who Don't You Know. So have a great night and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.